When is it too late to invest in a Roth IRA? 50, 55, 60? Is it ever too late? Hint, as long as you're working, it's not too late. My name's Carrie, and I make videos for people who got a late start saving for retirement and still hope to retire and maybe even retire early. And I can say that it's possible because that was me. Today, I'm going to explain exactly why it's not too late. I'm going to give you some real examples of your numbers broken down if you start at 50, 55, 60, and explain who benefits the most from opening a Roth IRA, even if you feel like you've been falling behind. So let's talk about number one, catch-up contributions. In 2025, if you're 50 or over, you can contribute $8,000 to your Roth IRA. If you're under 50, that's $7,000. So that's an extra $1,000 invested that can grow for you tax-free. So now let's talk tax-free growth. If you're 50 and you work till 60, that's 10 years of tax-free growth. If you work till 65, that's 15 years of tax-free growth. If you retire at 60 or 65 and you take on a part-time job, you can still contribute to that Roth IRA. As long as you're working, you can still contribute. You don't have to be working full-time. You just have to be working and receiving pay. So let's say you work part-time and you only make $5,000 for the year. Well, you can then only put in $5,000. But if you make $8,000 or more, you can put in that full $8,000. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. You do not have to be working full time. You just have to be working to contribute to the Roth IRA. Let's get into the good stuff. Riding off of that tax-free growth, there are no required minimum distributions, or you might hear people call it RMDs. So what does that mean? That means you open this Roth at 50. You retire at 65. You're not required to take required minimum distributions from that account. So if you don't need the money, you can let it ride. If you have a 401k and you're going to draw from your 401k first, you can not withdraw anything from that Roth IRA till you're 70, 75, and it's still growing tax-free. Just because you're no longer contributing to it doesn't mean that it's not continuing to grow. And this is what my own mom did. And I can tell you it's working out nicely for her. She's still not withdrawing from it, and she's in her mid-70s. And the last one is something that people often forget. You can take that money out anytime you like. You can take out your contributions tax and penalty free anytime you like. So if life throws you a curveball and you need that money, it's there for you. Let's talk about some real life examples. Let's say you start at 50 and you earn a modest 7% return. You work until you're 65. By age 65, that would be $208,000. I don't know about you, but I'd love an extra $208,000. And don't forget, if you don't need that $208,000, you can just let it ride. Okay, so now let's say you start at 55 and you contribute from 55 to 65, earning the same 7%. At 65, you'd have $110,000. And let's say starting at age 60 and you just contribute from age 60 to age 65 and you earn 7%, you'd have $46,000. Now, I want to back up to the first example when we said you were 50 and you started contributing $8,000 and you worked until 65. That's $208,000. But what if you're married? And what if you both do that at 50? You're both allowed to contribute $8,000. So now, instead of $208,000, you have $416,000 with just a 7% return. So I just want to leave you with this thought. The S&P 500 average over the last 10 years has been 11.3%. Now, of course, there's no guarantee of returns ever, but we did our calculations based on a modest 7% return. So what if you were to earn 11.3% over the next 10 to 15 years? What would that look like? Well, if you started at age 50 and contributed for 15 years, that grows to $282,000. And for a married couple, that's $564,000. Now tell me, if you start at age 50 and you contribute for 15 years, you're getting a late start. Would you not love to have $284,000 more dollars than you have right now? I know I would. And for a couple, that's over $550,000. So now, do you think it's too late to start a Roth IRA? I would say no. I would say the best time to start it was yesterday, and the next best time is today. You saw the numbers. There are great calculators online, and you can also run this through ChatGPT. That's a great way to do it. The bottom line is it too late to open a Roth IRA? And the answer is absolutely not. I hope you came to the same conclusion that I did. Don't let the idea that you're too old or that it's too late hold you back. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I make a video like this every single week. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.